For President Biden, it's primary day in Michigan. Have you heard? He faces a challenge not from another candidate, but from a possible protest vote over his response to the war in Gaza. In the Republican race, former President Donald Trump is expected to dominate his former UN ambassador, Nikki Haley, but she is still vowing to push on regardless. Ed O'Keefe is with the voters in Detroit. Ed, good morning. Should be an interesting day in Michigan. Hello.
Well, good morning. Michigan is a key battleground state that's going to be pivotal to both parties later this fall. So today is a good test of how the most committed voters on either side are feeling.
It's great to be here in Michigan.
Campaigning on the eve of the Republican primary, Nikki Haley's expected to lose to Donald Trump, but she isn't going without a fight. If he ends up being the nominee, do you support him?
I'm fighting to make sure he's not the nominee. I don't think he or Joe Biden should be president. I think it's a problem for our country if it goes either way.
President Biden's also facing a key test here because in Michigan, primary voters have the option of voting uncommitted to oppose candidates on the ballot.
You know, inshallah, the vote uncommitted.
It's an option favored by many progressives and Arab and Muslim Americans, like Lexis Zaydan, who's been calling voters to build support.
Our goal is to organize enough people behind the vote uncommitted box to send a message to Biden.
The city of Dearborn has one of the highest percentages of Arab Americans in the country, and their political leaders, all Democrats, strongly oppose the president's support for Israel in its war with Hamas.
Voting uncommitted is our way of practicing a principled politics. And that means people over party, and damn be it means people over president. And that's something that we're willing to stand for.
Please don't stop organizing. Don't stop marching. And please, don't make us more invisible by not showing up. Vote. Please.
Among those voting uncommitted, Adam Abu Salah, a 2020 Biden campaign volunteer. We first met him in November.
As a community, we're tired of voting for the lesser of two evils.
And now, Abu Salah says he hopes the president gets the message.
So we're going to let him know that we are going to go out and vote, not only now, but in November as well.
And Mr. Biden may be listening. He spoke about the Israel-Hamas ceasefire negotiations yesterday while taping a late-night show at an ice cream shop.
My national security advisor tells me that we're close. We're close. It's not done yet. And my hope is by next Monday, we'll have a ceasefire.
The Biden campaign says it understands the concerns of those that are thinking about voting uncommitted, but many of his supporters here say any vote against the president this fall could put Donald Trump back in the White House.
Yeah, that is the risk for those voting uncommitted and risking not voting in the fall. I don't know if Donald Trump is going to be better on Israel than Joe Biden from their perspective. But Ed, thank you for laying all that out for us.
So looking ahead.